English Senior, Model Test 2, Trial Dictation. Mr. Deputy Speaker, Sir, I am grateful to you that you have come to a stage when we can wind up the debate. I am very thankful to the honorable members for the very lively discussion that has taken place for so many days. If I am right, I think this is the first time that the foreign affairs debate has aroused so much attention. It is sad that over the years his practice had been given up, and many times the vital areas of government's activities like foreign affairs and defense were not taken for discussion and voted upon. I feel not only in this house but in the whole of the country there is a community of people. Main dictation 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds. Start. Ladies and gentlemen, I am really very glad to be here with you all this afternoon to perform the most pleasant job of inaugurating the Founders Day celebrations of your school. I must at the outset thank you for giving me this opportunity. I now propose to share my random thoughts with you of what I consider to the chief characteristics of a good and ideal school. A good school, in spite of its many difficulties, should never forget the basic fact that the mind of the individual is to be respected. That should, in my view, be the starting point of any true education. I am sure you will agree with me on this vital point. The process of education is a continuing one in which every stage has its own significance. So, it is very necessary that proper care and attention should be bestowed on every stage, because if any mistake is committed in a particular stage, it will have its own repercussions on the next stage, and the whole education will get spoiled. A good school directs its educational effort to the development of the whole educational structure, and not only to one aspect or part thereof. Both the moral and physical sides of the pupil's life should be taken into account. The pattern of education should be so prepared as to lay particular stress on this aspect of the matter. If it is not done, I am afraid we may have to face a very unhappy consequence. A good school should be a place of purposeful activity. It is very essential that those in charge of the school administration should take care to see that the education taught in the school should train the students to be useful citizens of this country of ours in their later life. Unless this is done, the very object of education is likely to be jeopardized, and all the money and time spent on education cannot be considered to have been usefully spent. The pupils should be taught the value of clean life and the need to help the poor in distress. They should be taught to be of service to the weaker sections of society. They should be taught the high morals of life and a readiness to work for the common good. If the students were given proper instructions on these lines, I am sure they will really be very happy, useful, and ideal citizens in their later life. The community will also greatly benefit by such education given to the students. The utility of the students to the people is a very important factor, and that should be borne in mind while formulating the pattern of education. I hope and trust that I have made this point quite clear to my audience. I appeal to the educationists all over the country to take these suggestions of mine in the right spirit and come forward to revise the pattern of education in the schools in their respective regions. Now, I wish to pass on to another important aspect of education. A good school should initiate in its students the process of self-education and a true awakening and desire in them about the role that they will be called upon to play in their later life to assist society. I do hope that the teachers of this school, its students, and their parents will all strive to the best of their ability to make it a place where all the above characteristics of a good school could be effectively demonstrated. With these few words, I conclude my speech. Letter dated 2nd November 2001 from the manager Atlas Cycle Company Limited, Madurai, to the manager Cycle Spares Limited, Chennai. Dear Sir, we have received your letter of the 30th ultimo, which has raised several unsatisfactory points. We regret to state that we are not able to agree with your remarks. We are not sure that your facts are quite correct because, in the first place, we believe you agreed verbally with our representative that you would give us an opportunity to represent your firm in Sivaganga. We send our representative to Sivaganga to ascertain certain details taking up agencies. We are sure you will understand our difficulty when we heard not from your good self but through an advertisement in local paper that you have appointed a competitive firm at Sivaganga to represent you. Had we been given an opportunity to discuss the matter further with you, we are sure we could have to come to terms, but frankly, we are at a loss to know why the matter was taken out of our hands without a word of explanation to us. We would very much like to know the reasons prompted you to reach such a decision. In the circumstances, we are keen in having a free and frank discussion with you to settle the whole matter to our mutual satisfaction. On hearing from you, our representative will see you in person after informing you of this program. Yours faithfully. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். இந்த மாதிரி தேர்வு வந்து நீங்கள் எப்படி ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கிறீங்க, உங்களோட கெப்பாசிட்டி எப்படி இருக்குது அப்படின்றத தெரிஞ்சுக்காக மட்டும்தான். அதுக்காக இதில் நீங்கள் மிஸ்டேக் அதிகமாக எடுத்தாலோ இல்லை நல்ல மார்க் எடுத்தாலோ நீங்கள் வந்து நல்ல மார்க் எடுத்தால் சந்தோஷப்பட்டுக்கிடவும் வேண்டாம், மிஸ்டேக்கு அதிகமாக வருது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கவலைப்பட்டுக்கவும் வேண்டாம். சரிங்களா? எப்பவும் போல் நார்மலாக ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்கள். இது வந்து உங்களுக்கான மாதிரி தேர்வாக நினச்சி எழுதுங்க. சரிங்களா? அங்கே எக்ஸாம் போய் கை பதட்டமாகுது, என்னால் எழுத முடியல, என்ன பண்ணுறது அப்படி இப்படின்னு சொல்லி யோசிப்பீங்களா? இது எக்ஸாமில் இருக்க மாதிரி உங்கள் மைண்டில் நினச்சிக்கோங்க. உதாரணத்துக்கு இப்போ நீங்கள் உங்கள் ஊரில் எங்கேயாவது ஒரு இடத்துல இப்போ இருக்கீங்கன்னா, எங்கேயாவது போகணுன்னு சொல்லி டூர் போகணுன்னு சொல்லி பிளான் போட்டாங்கன்னா, நீங்கள் நாளைக்கு நேரம் இங்கே இருப்பேன், அங்கே யாருக்குனே முன்னாடி போயிருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா இந்த இடத்துல இப்படி இருக்கும், இல்லைன்னா யார் சொல்லியிருந்தாங்கன்னா அங்கே இந்த இப்படிலாம் போய் அங்கே ஒவ்வொரு இடத்துலையும் பூங்கா இருக்கும், ஒவ்வொரு ஏரியா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருப்பாங்கல்ல. அந்த கற்பனை திறனை நீங்கள் எப்படிலாம் வளர்த்துப்பீங்க. அதே மாதிரி இந்த நான் இருக்கிறது எக்ஸாம் காலு, பக்கத்தில் சூப்பர்வைசர் இருக்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நீங்கள் பக்கத்தில் ஸ்பீக்கர் இதுங்க அப்போ எப்படிலாம் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நீங்கள் அந்த உங்கள் கற்பனை திறனை வச்சு எக்ஸாம் எழுதி பாருங்கள் சரிங்களா. அதில் மிஸ்டேக் வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா அதை பின்னாடி கொடுக்குற ஆன்சரை பார்த்து திருத்திக்கோங்க. எக்ஸாம் அதாக்கா இதில் ஃபெயிலாட்டா நம்ம எக்ஸாம்லேயே ஃபெயில் ஆன மாதிரி அப்படின்னு நினச்சி எழுதாதீங்க சரிங்களா. கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டோடு எழுதுங்க. நன்றி.